Hello folks and welcome to the channel. I'm Commander Roscoe, and in this series I'm going to be seeing whether or not I can do what John Hammond couldn't do: run a successful Jurassic Park. I'm going to be playing Jurassic World Evolution 2 with all the economy and research settings turned on, and I'm going to see if I can build a park that would rival that of the movies and include all the attractions and dinosaurs seen in the film, and whether or not I can actually make it sustainable and not have our guests be turned into dinner. So let's go ahead and see whether or not I've got what it takes and whether I can put John Hammond to shame. Hello folks and welcome back to the channel. I'm Commander Roscoe and we're playing some more Jurassic World Evolution 2. And I'm going to start by saying, since I edited the last video, I was wrong. The Apatosaur is not on the dino list, it is the Brachiosaur. I was getting the two confused. However, the Apatosaur is on our list, so that is something that we can start working on right away while we get ourselves prepared for housing Velociraptors, because they are going to require much better fences than just level 2. So one of the things we're going to do right now is we're actually going to quickly upgrade the Dilophosaur fences, and we're going to need to do this in like small sections because you can see they're all kind of over here. So let's go ahead and we'll upgrade sections like this, so that they can't escape while we do this. Because it takes time for the fences to actually build in, so we need to be quite smart about how we do it. Especially on larger sections. Like this section here is rather large. And we have completed their genome, so we can modify them if we want to. Now this is a big stretch of fence that we're doing here, so we need to keep an eye on them. Because remember, these guys are intelligent, or at least Manny is. Also, by doing it this way, in small sections, rather than just going all the way around, this should mean, although I hear the helicopter. Oh, it's the expedition helicopter. This doesn't trigger an alert to the ranger team that they've escaped, and therefore we don't actually like end up chasing. Oh, they're socialising. Right, so this is where it gets a bit dangerous. I need them to kind of buck off that direction. Might need to come back in a bit. Let's see what fossils we have. Sell off the minerals and stuff. Okay, we didn't get much. Oh, we need to rest up our guys. That's a problem. I'm going to train you in logistics, and then go have a rest. I'm going to train you in logistics, and you're okay just now. So we might actually send you on an expedition to get us some parasaurs. Crap. Okay, we'll need to wait. I thought I told you to go rest. Right. Are they still there? They're still there. Right, so yeah, we will work on getting the parasaurs. I think we might put the parasaurs possibly into here. That could be a good idea. And then I think the other thing we'll do is we'll maybe do some research into like guest attractions, because at the minute all we've got is 2 viewing galleries. It's not the best. We should kind of work on doing a little bit more. We need to get more guests into the park. That is kind of our objective. Ranger team have kind of pushed them away. So let's go ahead and we'll start replacing some of these fences. Yeah, I know you've got no power. Give it 2 seconds. There we go. See, so because we did the couple sections at the same time, they are now highlighted as a dinosaur threat. They're not actually. They're actually more a threat to the ranger team, by the looks like. I think the ranger team's taking damage. Yeah, look, they're missing the bonnet. I don't really know where that bonnet is, but you can hear the ranger helicopter coming in. There it is, there, look. Oh no, they're returning. They've realised it's not an issue. Right, so they're settled again, that's good. Still waiting on our scientists resting. We could make a park a little prettier, I guess, put some decorations down. Let's start the park entrance. So you come off the helicopter and this is what you see, right? I feel like some flags are in order. Who wouldn't want to see some nice flags as they're walking down here? We could get some lovely trees. We can actually have some planters as well. That would be nice. Lights. Let's throw some lights down. Do I want any of this stuff? I feel like this, wherever we end up building velociraptors, this needs to go next to it. This is the pen you see them getting fed in when they're quite young and juvenile, I think. Yeah, that's all the good stuff. We don't have the gun. Yeah. Right. So we'll go on an expedition to get parasaurs. Or parasaur things. You work on that. And then we'll see if there's any research that can be done. Some like low level stuff would be cool. Well, all of that needs like level 5 logistics, which isn't great. Level 5. Level 5, level 4. Yeah. Gene modification. We could do tropical skins. Let's throw that in there. You guys get on that. Keeping everybody busy. Right, let's have a look at our stats. So, shelter coverage is good. Toilet coverage is okay. There's just this little bit here, but we should manage without that. Guest distribution's okay. Amenity coverage is not the best. That's something we need to work on. And I think we should probably prepare for whatever our next set of dinosaurs is going to be. I think the parasaurs will be okay in here. I hope they're going to be okay in here anyway, let's put it that way. But we could probably start planning our next enclosure. I feel like a small one round here could be quite good, because then we can have guests kind of come round this one to look into it, so let's do that. We'll start with level 2 fencing just to get what going. Yes, I know there's no power, but relax. We'll put the gate for the ranger team there. I want to try and have it so it's not just like a clear cut border. I'd like to have a little bit of tree line at the back of the thing, although that doesn't look too bad. Let's work on a path. So that's a facility path. We've got a standard path, and we're going to have it kind of follow the habitats around, and then you can link back up over here. Research. In fact, power could be good. We could upgrade to large substations. That would be good. Need to get rank 2.5. Okay. Let's go guest comfort and we can get the larger footpaths, or do we go for attractions? I think we should go for attractions. Let's get the viewing platform, because that'll be good for getting. Let's go faster research as well. And somebody needed a rest there. Because we're researching in the viewing platform. That will, like, you put it here, but you end up seeing like all the way back here. It's quite good in that respect. For an enclosure shape like this, it could be quite handy. Let's sell that, and we'll work on getting some parasaur genome. We've missed the bonus on our contract, but that's okay. At the moment, we'll just throw down a small substation. Link this in over at the back of the ranger station. Now what I can do is I can throw this viewing gallery in here if the Dryosaurs bugger off. Do we put it too close? There we go. That would do not too bad. Although let's see, we've now got the viewing gallery. You see that perfectly covers the area that they're in. Another one of these, if I could get it to like fit in here somewhere. See, that covers the back area of the Dilophosaur enclosure. So there's nowhere for the Dilophosaur to hide at that point. I don't know how that's going to affect the intelligence part of. I'm kind of hoping if I do this and then just straight over here, the buildings provide cover for the people. That's the idea. I think having this here makes a lot of sense. Either that or another viewing gallery might be better. See, I like that. Doesn't mean there's just this one tiny area there which we can maybe get with putting a viewing gallery like down here somewhere. Or maybe we can get a couple of viewing galleries. Put one there. That should help. Let's double check that. There we go. Fucking Manny can't see anybody over there. Yeah, my plans worked. So putting those two together means that there's a nice little safe zone there. That's good. We now have parasaurs. We could go ahead and extract a couple of them. Let's keep working on some research though. Let's get now Let's go for amenities. Faster research, we need you on this. And welfare specialist. Actually no, you don't do that. You do that. We're going to try and finish off as many of these genomes as we kind of can. Using our welfare specialist. And we're going to need water in this habitat. So again we'll put a nice little lake bed there. Don't we know what we're putting in there. And like I said, I think we can fit the parasaurs in here. I just hope they... In fact, let's have a look and see what they need. First of all, we're going to modify their genome real quick. So that we get... Because look how many skins they've got. Randomized, random pattern, save. Okay, so they need ground nut... we don't know a lot of that. And open space and water. So maybe they go in one new section. Maybe we find something else to go in here. We put the parasaurs in here. Let's do that instead. So we're going to need a hatchery. I can just get built there. Tagged on. Because I like watching little videos of them coming out. It's quite cool. This maybe needs to be moved. And I think we need to kind of flatten this. A little bit. We can put the water back here. And let's keep working on attractions. So you guys are probably going to want... Well, let's see, can we get a viewing platform in here? We can just by the hotel. Slap one down. Let's put in a viewing gallery there, and a viewing gallery there. That should in theory be enough to see everything. I like the idea of a little Y intersection here. That up. There we go. Now we should have some new, medium shops. We're going to need toilets. We're going to need an emergency bunker. Pop that there. And we're going to need another shop. We could do velociraptors as well. I don't feel like we're ready for them though. We need to keep doing more security research before we get them. We also need to start working towards getting the T-Rex as well, which is, where is he? It's Giganotosaurus, there he is. We need to work along this. So, let's do medium carnivores. And let's go do an expedition as well, because I feel like we could get some more parasaurs. You're tapped out. Okay. Bound to somewhere else where I can get a parasaur. Yeah, there we go. How much time do you save? You save a bit of time. Yeah, so shops. So around here is going to struggle with the shops because we've kind of made this a bit of, it's a very narrow area and it is mainly facilities, like sort of staff. So what I think we might end up needing to do is do like a little shopping area over here. Let's see, how do I want this to look? It's probably better to place the shops first and then build the pathing around it. because I like the idea of like one big path going down here. You know what, let's do a nice little circle here. You know, just like a little... like that. That's quite cool. I like that it draws it out for you. And then we can have the shops kind of off this, and this could end up being a statue. We'll maybe move the pylon. So, medium food. We could have you kind of back here. Can I fit a shop in? I can fit a shop in there. So let's do this. We'll put food there, drink opposite, and then we can maybe have a path that breaks off there, a path that breaks off there. Presents, or I guess just general goods could go there. And then we could put bunker wise, we're actually not too bad in this region. We could squeeze a bunker in there along with some toilets probably. We could probably also hide a substation down here somewhere. Down by the bunker seems to make sense. Oh, no. Yeah, down the back of the shop. That could work. So if I press shift, it lets me either put on like snapping rotation or incremental. What we're going to do is we're going to link you up there. Link you up there. And we're going to get rid of this pylon in the middle. Middle, we're going to have some sort of decoration, some sort of statue. You know what we're going to have actually? I've seen it earlier. We should have like something like this. If I could fit it in. There's got to be a way you fit in there. Because of this, do I need to destroy you? Flatten the area out, is that what I need to do? Yeah, that's what it was. Nice T-Rex statue in there. We need to put back our shop and the emergency bunker. Now you will fit, I know you will. Just terraform a little bit to me. There you go, you'll fit in that direction. Our profit has dropped, which isn't great. Right, you don't really look Jurassic Parky to me. Probably because you're Jurassic World. That's what we're looking for. Look at that. That looks pretty good. We already have a donut place, so I don't really want donuts. Let's go for like... Well, again, we don't really know what our customers want. Have I done two? I've done two burger places. Right, that's why you're not doing great as a food place. Yeah, we could do bubble tea. Get an aquarium. and a little fossil display, and then karaoke. That seems to get everybody happy there. Over here we're going to change our cheap burgers to, see now, see, this is the problem. We're going to need to cater to the herbivores. So again, aquarium, with a nice fossil display, and a play area for the kiddies. Over here, we're not going to go for action figures, we're going to go for leisure wear. No, t-shirts. No, yeah, leisure wear. That kind of ticks a lot of them. Again, little aquarium, little fish tank. Go for a sweet stand. And extra shells. Barely makes that profitable. Photo booth maybe the way. There we go. That's how we're making profit. You are not connected for some reason. That is bizarre. I told you to connect, but there we go. Right, let's start synthesizing some parasaurs, and we can tick them off our list. Now they come in. They need a minimum population of 4. I desperately need of a new mouse. You might catch it every now and then. It likes to double click on its own for some reason. Let's see if we can't get some more genome. No, let's focus on the parasaur. Don't have enough genetics scientists, okay. Research then, can we research anything? Can we research guest comfort? Yes, we can get some more paths. Okay, so it's now just a waiting game basically. We're kind of set up for the parasaurs here. Everything seems to be running okay over here. You guys haven't tried to escape yet or anything. What is the view like actually? It's quite cool. Oh no, right, bunkers. Everybody in the bunkers.
Attention all personnel. Please.
This is bad. This is very bad. Oh, the fence is broken. Ranger Team 1. You're right there. Fix this. Fixed that. We need to resupply you. This all comes at a bad time. What's broken? That fence is broken, but that's fine. There's no one in there. We don't need to worry about that right now. Okay, we're going to move you just like back here. Oh, we need to work on medical as well. This is not good. Who's injured? Oh, it's one of the parasaurs. How are you missing stuff? I gave you everything you needed. You know what? There's some tall leaf. You happy? I bet it's because I built something. I bet I built one of those viewing galleries and it took away a tiny, tiny bit of tall leaf that they were needing. Okay. Storm's raging. We don't have any carnivores loose. We have a couple of buildings damaged, so I'm going to task Ranger Team 1 to fix them. Once the storm passes, let's see what research we can do. We're needing to do where is it now? This is what we need, the Paleo Medical Facility. Are you able to? No, we need more. The two of you would be quite good at doing that. But then you will need a rest. You go for a rest just now. You two could maybe research something. Efficiency upgrades, let's go for that, see if we can get some upgrades to some of our staff buildings. God, the storm is lasting forever. We'll stay here, it's less noisy this way. Right. So, you have an issue because you didn't have what you wanted. You, I think, are just stressed because of the storm. Ranger Team 1 is working on fixing things. The storm is passing. So we'll go ahead and we will open up the shelters. And we were going to start work on, we're going to build our medical facility. This is where the dinosaurs are going to go to get treated when they fall unwell, and I think we're going to slap it right down here in the middle of the park. And I kind of want to keep this away from Praia because everything gets airlifted here, right? It doesn't need to, like the teams they drive out, but the dinosaurs get airlifted. So let's do like a nice little facility path. Right, we're going to surround it with a forest as much as possible, but leave a little gap for our medical team to get in and out. We'll also need to put down a small substation right there. Right, and then we're going to task you first of all to Habitat 1, then to Habitat 2. You should, we focus on these guys, they should now go and inspect all our dinos and check them for like any health issues.
We want the park to be as new and upgraded as possible.
Yeah, cool. He's disgruntled, let's get him fixed.
The buildings, also the better.
And let's get you rested as well. And we'll have a quick look at our parasaurs. So we need at least 4 of these guys. So, first two have no traits, but they are different skin patterns. We have 2 death valleys. Okay, that's kind of crap. Okay, I think we'll go for all 6. When it comes to it. We'll need that guy to come off his break, our welfare specialist. What was his name? Harry Foster? Or Forrester? When he comes back from his vacation, we'll work on the parasaurs. Get them released. So, oh yeah, medical team's going to have to traipse all the way around. I could squeeze a gate in there. That'll maybe make their journey a lot quicker. And then we got some upgrades. So let's see, staff centers 1. What can we put in here? We can put a staff center. That's not bad. Yeah, let's throw that in just now because we're having to send people away quite often. There's nothing for the visitor centre. Okay, we have a disease. So the apatosaur has an infected wound which we need to research. Which we can't do because our guy's on holiday. So again, you're going to have to wait. The Dryosaur has a concussion. So we need to tranquilise them and send them to the Paleo Medical Facility. So we're going to need Capture Team 1. We'll task them to that. And then we'll transport them here and then we'll get them fixed up. Money wise, how are we doing? How's our income? That's pretty decent. 303,000 per minute. We're good. 4 minor guest issues. What are the guest issues? Accommodation rating. Hotels are shit. Could slap one down here somewhere. Who's stressed out? That's you. Right. Go ahead, we'll move the Dryosaur. Don't have enough medical teams, so you're going to have to wait. But we will move him there, so as soon as we're ready we can treat him. Let's go ahead and we'll speed up time a little bit. We can do that using the controls down here. Right. How long is it going to take to incubate those eggs? 2.5 minutes. Treating the Dryosaur is probably quicker. And we might even be able to do it with one of the other scientists that was resting. Right. Yes, we can. Look, we can do that. So you two work on getting them back up to health, and Foster, you will work on getting us our parasaurs. Okay. And while we're waiting, I think it'd be a cool idea if we sit and learn a little bit about our dinos. At over 20 metres in length and around 20 tonnes, a patasaur is one of the largest dinosaurs ever to have existed. This herbivorous sauropod has a long neck that allows it to feed on the leaves of tall trees as well as lower hanging plants, while the tip of its tail can be whipped to produce a loud bang that scares off predators. Apatosaurus was discovered in 1877 when Othniel Charles Marsh unearthed a near complete skeleton in the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. Its name, which translates to deceptive lizard, stems from Marsh's initial misconception that the bone structure was that of an aquatic reptile. Fossils dating back to the late Jurassic period, approximately 150 million years ago, have been found across the western United States and parts of Europe. The location of these findings have led researchers to believe that Apatosaur lived near rivers and coexisted with Camarasaurus, Ceratosaurus, and the feared Allosaurus. Okay, so let's return our Dryosaur back to the habitat. And I think our parasaurs, they are nearly ready. So we will continue to learn about our dinosaurs. Dryosaurus is a genus of ornithopod dinosaur that lived during the late Jurassic period around 140 to 155 million years ago. It weighs around 80 to 90 kilograms and can reach up to 5 meters in length. With strong legs for running at speed and a stiff tail for retaining balance, both key attributes for escaping predators. Its name translates to tree lizard in reference to its preference to forested areas. The genus was discovered in 1876 by American paleontologist Samuel Wendell Wilson in Wyoming, USA. Although it wasn't until 1894 that it was classified as a new genus of dinosaur. Many more Dryosaurus fossils were unearthed during the 20th century, providing examples of the genus at various ages. Dryosaurus lived in the Morrison Formation in the western United States, coexisting with various dinosaurs including Stegosaurus and the predators Ceratosaurus and Allosaurus along the vast floodplains of the region. It had a herbivorous diet, feeding on ground-level plants and shrubs. Oh no, one of our Dilophosaurs is ill. I don't know why, but the good news is our Parasaurs are ready. So let's release them into the park, see what we've got, and then I think we might stop there. Yeah, they come. So that must be the two that look identical, because the rest have all got different skins.
Okay, so this next dinosaur, the Parasaurolophus, has a flair for the dramatic, especially where its head is concerned. It has a distinctive cranial crest, which is used for added resonance in its vocalizations and to regulate its body temperature.
They're very, very loud things. Right, are you guys happy? You need some groundnut. It's fine, groundnut is... I can supply that. Give you some of that. There you go. And then you wander over here and you'll find it. Right. We need to research some of this stuff. This is going to be a long episode. You get working on that. You get working on that, and then we can treat them, and that's where we'll pick up our next episode. Is treating our dinosaurs. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. I hope you are all enjoying the series so far. If you've got any ideas for what we can do next with the park, let me know. Leave it in the comments below. Subscribe and follow as always, and I will see you in the next one. Later, everybody.